video we are going to be making a pallet bed, and yeah, as you can see from the split screen, we have the wood and all that. And yeah, I actually did a lot of digging into how to make one. I know how to make a few things, but I've never made a pallet bed, and I went to Pinterest and looked for some, because it's really hard to get pallets where I live. And anyway, basically I couldn't get what I wanted, but I had like sort of basic ideas on how to go about it after seeing different photos and stuff like that. So I bought my wood. I wanted my pallet bed to be a little bigger than my mattress. I was working with a mattress of 4 by 6, but I wanted a pallet bed that is kind of wide, like wider, so that once you put the mattress, there's still room for, you can you can put other things on the edges. Yeah, and this, as you can see here, this is one of the pallets that I made, and the measurement for the whole bed was a 7 by 6. Anyway, that means if I needed a bigger if I wanted to work with a bigger mattress, it would still fit. Yeah, like a 6 by 6 would still fit, and there'd still be some more space. Yeah. As you can see from this palette, I was working with a length of 7 feet. Yeah, 7 feet. But since it's two pallets, I decided to divide that by two. 7 feet is around 84 inches. So once you divide that by two, you will have you'll be working with 42 inches. And then of course our width will be, so the entire palette, the two pallets to put together, it will be 7 feet, but by 6 feet, which is around 6, is it 60 inches or something like that. Yeah, so yeah, basically I had three main points for this palette, which is now the three parallel ones. I wanted it to be a little bit stronger, so I had the sides and one at the center. Yeah, and that's 42 inches long, and my legs were 42, not 42, my legs were 7 inches long. You can make these as long or as short as you wish, so I went with 7. But if I were to make another pallet bed in the future, I would go for probably 10, so that it can be a little bit longer. Yeah, but this one works for me just the way it is. Yeah, you have to make sure when you are nailing your wood, it flashes on the end. This is definitely a total beginner kind of project. Yeah, and also when you go to your timber yard, you can always tell them to split for you the wood. I didn't have anyone to do that for me at the timber yard. They didn't understand what I really needed, so I decided to just carry the wood home and split it for myself. Except for the legs, I requested the person to help me split, which I actually bought these in a different store. Yeah, and also one big major thing when you're also joining your wood, it's important to like note what's the center, where do I need to make these two things align, which, as you can see over here, is what I'm trying to do, so that I can make sure that my project kinda doesn't look weird and things fit perfectly with each other. Yeah, so yeah, that's it. As you can see, now we already have our anchor. I would call it our anchor, because after this is where we are now going to put the rest of the wood to make a pallet. Yeah. one very important aspect while doing any woodwork is that you have to actually take the diagonal, especially when you're working with something like this bed. And for you to do this, you have to ensure first you didn't put in like a lot of nails, because it would make the wood very stiff. So you just put like very few nails so that you're sure of the diagonal has to be the same to achieve that perfect rectangle or that perfect square you're looking for. This is just mathematics, yes. Yeah, so make sure the diagonals are the same, and once you're sure about that, if they are not, you have to adjust it until it's the same, and once you're sure it's the same, you can put in more nails to reinforce it. For my project, I also wanted to have like sort of some more wood below the legs, so I did put uh some over there. As you can see, I'm nailing that there. And yeah, that's how I reinforced it from uh the bottom. That is the project. I did that for all the three parts, yeah. And now to the more exciting part. So as I told you, we are working with a width of 60 inches, which is 5 feet, and we are working with the top of the pallet bed where we will be putting our mattress. So I decided to our wood was 4 by 1, so I decided to divide this up. And since it's the first time I'm making this bed, I decided to actually even use my square to draw so that I can be more accurate while working on these. And I did these on both ends. So I did like fitting where we will have the wood, and then the space between one piece and the next piece was, I think, if I'm not wrong, 2 inches. Yeah, around two inches, yes. So we would put like our four by one wood, then leave 2 inches and then put the next one. So I did these for both ends, so that once I just place the wood, it's easier. I can just, nail that down. And as you can see, this is what I'm trying to do here. Yeah, for more accuracy, it's easier when you actually draw this. And especially if you're a beginner and you want to have a neat project, I would definitely recommend that you actually try that out for more accuracy, and so that you are able to get a nice finished product that doesn't look weird. Okay, yeah, and you can put as many nails as you want with this. Because the wood was so thin, I actually used very small nails. This was, I think, 1.5 inches nails. Yeah, so that it doesn't go to it doesn't actually go to the bottom of the wood, and then it can be a hazard. Yes, so depending on the type of wood you're working with, you can actually look for nails that will make your project neat and will actually be fit for your project. Yeah, and if you take a look, you can actually see that we are almost getting our palette ready. This is just one palette. As I said, I did two palettes, so the whole project was 7 feet by 5 feet. I split that into two so that you can have two palettes, which measured 7 feet is 84 inches, so it was 42 inches. Okay, 42 by 5, 42 by 5, which is 60 inches. So it was 42 by 60, 42 by 60 to make the 5, 7 by 6, I mean. Yep. And here we are. So let's see, we are almost done. It was so exciting to work on this project. I really did enjoy doing my first palette bed, and I am looking forward to working on the next one. Yeah, I thoroughly loved this. So after I finished on my project, I basically wanted to put clear varnish on it. So this is the next day. I decided to first sand the project to actually get a good finish. Yeah, and I was torn between using white or black paint, but anyway, I decided to go with the clear varnish. So after sanding my project, I put on the clear varnish on the wood all throughout. I did, I think, like 2 coats, and left these to dry for 2 days. And basically this whole project cost me $50, which is 5,000, because I bought the wood at 3,500 shillings, and then I bought the varnish at 400, but only used half of it, so that's say 200. And I also bought plywood for 1,200, so that I could put that before I actually put the mattress on top of the on top of the bed before I put the mattress. And then I had nails for like 100 shillings. So in total, the project cost me 5,000, which is around $50. Yeah, and basically, I would say for the outcome and for the cost of beds out here, this DIY project was totally worth it. And I totally love the outcome. And you can actually do, like, you can actually try this. It's easy, and it's fun, and you will definitely customize it. I also thought about, like, creating a a headboard, I mean. But then I was like, maybe I should try. I've seen more ideas of headboards, so I decided to just, not work on it and put that for a later date, and let's see how that goes. And yeah, so I left my project out to dry for 2 days. And guys, what do you think? Look at this, look at this. I definitely love the outcome. Let me know what you think about this bed from the on the comment section. I'm amazed. I For me, all I can say, I loved the outcome, and I would definitely try this again. For the headboard, I'll show you guys soon what I might make, or what other ideas I might have for the same. But yeah, this is how the bed looks. Let me know what you think about this bed. For me, I think I would give it a 10 out of 10. Yeah, maybe I'm blowing my own horn or whatever we say, but yeah, it's a 10 out of 10, considering that this is the first pallet bed that I was making all the way from scratch. Thank you so much for watching my video. Until the next one, thank you.